We here. We are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. Yesterday was a big day yesterday. Big old day yesterday. In the world of gaming. It's a lot of stuff going on yesterday in the gaming world. A lot of stuff. Lot of interesting perspective things going on in the gaming world yesterday. And not gonna lie to you, we got a lot of trailers. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. Plus, I got some wrestling stuff to get into. We got a lot of shit to get into. And hopefully, I want to say by the end, if I can get this Battlefield to run, we'll run Battlefield. If I can't get the Battlefield to run, I'm pretty much done with the stream at this point. And it's also depending on how long we gonna run the stream. So, like, that's pretty much it. I did wanted to check something out. So we're gonna start with the Game Awards and the trailers for some games. We're not gonna go over everything. I'm going to say that now. We're gonna go over the ones that I actually gave a fuck about, and then we're gonna take a look at it. I'm not going over every fucking trailer. We're going over the ones that we got interested in, and then we're gonna go over the nominees for all the categories, and then we're gonna go over the winners. So let's start with that. All right, all right. Let me see what this vertical stream looking like. Oh my god. How do I edit this? Yeah, how do I edit? That's pausing. How do I edit this? I can't edit this? Man, this looks terrible. And I can't turn it off. Alright, well, I'll turn it off next time. I figured that's what it was gonna look like. That vertical stream was just gonna look like shit. Whatever. Alright, let's go to let's hit home. Let me switch this over. Uh, switch it back to my main account. Alright. Uh, there's supposed to be a vertical stream for this, if I'm not mistaken, but I don't know. Unstable. Average bit rate too high. Yeah, fine. All right. I think I might. I don't know. Whatever. I think I might change my shit. My bit rate. I might turn my bit rate down. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna put it at 5. Cause this is bit rate bullshit. All right. Anyway. Technical difficulties. Um. All right. Let me see where we at. All right. Uh. All chat. All right. Let's go. Let's get into the Game Awards. Let's start with the trailers. So, these are all these games that were announced at the Game Awards. Um, let's start with the Mega Man. Mega Man was announced, and It's supposed to be coming out. Now, a lot of these game trailers came out with actual release dates due to GTA 5 being delayed till November. So a lot of the games that were like in question about coming out in 2026, now they got release dates to them. So this is a this is not one of them. This is coming out in 2027. Uh what? I've seen all these trailers. I've seen like all the trailers at the Game Award, but I'm gonna rewatch it. I told you I was watching a lot of I told you I was watching a lot of people yesterday, and I was watching a lot of people. Yeah, I was watching too many good conversations. I was watching. It was too good for me to sit here. It was too good for me to sit here and just be like, okay, let me stream the award myself. And then I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do all that. It was too much, too much. But good conversation was coming from it. Hold on, let me make sure that everything is sound wise running too. All right, we're good. Mega Man Return. I swear that they did a Mega Man game before. I want to say, I think they did a Mega Man game before at one point, and I think the Mega Man game came out, and it was like, I want to say, I think it was like Mega Man Legends or some shit. Yeah. So this game comes out in 2027 for pretty much all platforms. So it's going to be Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 5, and 4. Unfortunately, I'm guessing all Xboxes and Steam. So it's like, I don't know about that, but we will take that to that. Now, this trailer, the Knights of Old Republic. So now, I want to, before we get into this, there was a game, there was an announcement last year for the Knights of for the Night of Old Republic, the KOTOR. It was a remake, and we only got a teaser. We didn't even get to see what it was, and it was supposed to be coming soon, and we never heard any information on it. Well, no, we heard information on it. It just wasn't good information. It was like troubling information, and um, just it was like just troubling stuff. Like it was like in trouble or some shit like that. That's reports. I don't know. That's what I heard. It's a rumor that was going around. So when this came, they didn't show a trailer. They just showed some like I don't know what they did. They just showed something that just didn't really seem like CGI. That's what I would say. So they came out and they showed a little CGI. So that's basically what it was. It was like a little CGI trailer. They didn't really show too much. It looked good though. I ain't gonna lie. But this ain't got no gameplay, so we don't know what this shit's gonna be. We'll probably get more information on it at probably like Summer Games Fest with a better, with more in-depth trailer. But probably not. I highly feel like that this game is gonna be like we're gonna see any information on this game anytime soon. We'll probably see it at Summer's Game. But if it don't show up there, it will show up probably at um it'll probably show up at the it'll probably show up at what's the name? Yeah, it'll probably for more at blah blah blah. Yeah, it'll probably show up. So that if this don't show up at the Game Awards, not Game Awards, if it don't show up at Summer's Games Fest next year, in the summer, and we get, we'll probably get another gameplay, in depth gameplay trailer at the Game Awards next year. So probably get another in depth gameplay trailer. Right now, mm, that's why it did that. Okay, so it's on audio. Um, yeah. So yeah, this game just you can you can add these. All right. So Remedy is coming with Control. Now I'm gonna tell you about this game that I didn't really like about it when I first played it. Um, so this game I didn't play. It had a very terrible, like, there's mixed opinions about this game. Now I do own this game on two platforms, which is I think is GOG and maybe I want to say GOG and maybe probably Epic Games. If not, I know I don't own it on Steam. Maybe the Xbox One. I don't know. I know I got like the ultimate edition for this game. So I could go back and play it and try to see if I can get past certain levels in the game. I remember playing it on PlayStation and I was just like, ugh. So I could try to play this game and get it to a point, but like getting through that first fucking part of the game was like it was a head inducing. It really was. Getting through that first part of the game was very head inducing. Anyway, let's get ready to watch the trailer. Let's see. Let's do
Do you feel it?
1440p. Don't really need no
Something is coming.
actually we could do it. Not gonna lie to you, from what I seen on this thing, when I saw it, shit looks fire.
An intrusive
This
pattern.
looks fire. So it might make me want to go play the first game. I mean, play the Control, the first game, so to understand it a little bit better.
Reshaping reality as we know it. Everything we tried to keep inside eventually worms its way out. You must have had good reasons. But we were not prepared. For what would follow.
So we thought he was gonna get a CGI trailer when I first saw it, and then we get gameplay, and this gameplay looks fire. was weird, but it's dope. But I'll probably go back and play the first one.
Pace yourself. It's gonna get weirder.
So it comes. So it's coming out on all platforms, and it's gonna be on Epic Game Store. Nice. Oh, it's coming to. Oh, it's coming to the Mac. That's right. Apple is trying to do. That's what I thought Apple should do. Buy that game division. Would be. It'd have been great if they bought a game division. All right. What's the next one? The Tomb Raider. So which one was the first one? This. So actually, let's do this. So Crystal Dynamics are making two Tomb Raider games, so they're rebooting the franchise. So this is going to be the first one that's coming out in 2026,
It's been years.
and it's by Amazon Game Studios.
But the events are still etched in my memory.
So I believe. So I believe Amazon, because it's by Amazon. It says Amazon Game Studios. So what I believe, Amazon needed a studio because they couldn't create a studio of their own. And after the failure of Marvel, the Avengers game from Square Enix sold off I think all their American publishers that they had. So they sold off the team that they sold off Montreal Eidos. They sold off all the Eidos team. They sold off Crystal Dynamics. Anything that they had American division, they kept all of the Japanese people that were working on the game, and they just content on pushing out the Final Fantasy stuff. So that's the thing that was the thing that kind of like kept them in the fold. That's the thing that was keeping them in the fold. They sold off all of their divisions and stuff like that. So with with the Tomb Raider thing, Crystal Dynamics and a lot of the other groups got bought by the Embracer Group. Now, I don't know. I might have to look it up, but I got to figure out how Crystal Dynamics ended up in Amazon. But if Amazon somehow bought that Embracer Group a portion of game studios that were a part of there, because I have not seen anything that Embracer Group has put out since acquisition, and they were oh, you know what, that's what it was. They bought a lot of those studios and they were trying to sell it off because they didn't have the money for it. So I figured, so now it makes sense. So now Amazon says Amazon has the money for it, and they've been trying to get into gaming several times because they had a hero shooter that they had, and it came and went, which was, from what people were saying, it was terrible. Um, they had they got the new world thing that's going on right now. That's one game. That's just buy it from a studio. So they if they got some actual studio, because Amazon got the money. Amazon has the money. They just don't have people who are capable of making video games. So if they can get a studio that is good enough to make video games, they can make that money. But then they were trying to chase the trends of live service. I'm going to say this now. Die with the live service games, please. We've seen so many failures. Please understand that the live service games. Literally, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna get into the winners of the Game of the Year awards, and I'm gonna make my piece over there. But and I'm gonna say this while we when we get over there. A lot of you game studios better be afraid because gaming is changing and live service is about to come to an end. And you studios better start. A lot of you studios are about better fucking pivot because the technology in games are getting better, and you keep laying off all of these employees. They're starting to form studios to where, okay, well, we're gonna get laid off. That's cool. We're gonna just form our own studio, go to the direct source of investors, explain to them, hey, You know what I'm saying? Yada yada yada. And then what it will do is it'll put you in that perspective of, in the games of, it'll put you in that perspective of, all right, this is what we're doing. We're in gaming right now. This is what we're doing. We're in gaming. So we're gonna be in gaming right now. And this is the perspective of what studios are gonna, this is what the developers that get laid off, they go to these actual people that actually got the money, and they're like, all right, we're gonna make a game. We're not gonna make no live service game. And they, form small studios and make a lot of indie games. Now some indie games turn out to be terrible, some turn out to be Expedition 33 and other sorts. But what we're getting is we're getting games, we're getting away from the live service games. While these big corporations like Activision, Microsoft, Sony, Ubisoft, EA, all of these fucking big conglomerate corporations just trying to make live service games, we got studios that are actually trying to make games for the fans. The thing about the studios is they have the technology to get access to now and use because of Unreal Engine 5 being, the highest update alongside other engines that are getting to compete with the Unreal Engine 5. Technology is getting better. And indie games are going to start looking better and compare to pretty much to the AAA games. And once they do that, then it's like, okay, well, we're losing out all our game. Like that's because you keep investing into terrible fucking live service games that nobody wants to fucking play. If it ain't a fucking first person shooter that is good, military tactical, ain't nobody gonna buy it. We gonna get into it because there's a fucking game that is exactly like a first person shooter, and it's like a rip off of Apex, and it's from the developers who I guess left from Respawn, that left EA and left Respawn and went up and started their own shit, and then their game is the first person shooter. And I was like, are you serious? But anyway, back to what I was saying. I feel like the studio Crystal Dynamics got bought out by Amazon, so we're getting hopefully a trilogy. Right now, they only showed off 2 games that are going to be announced. So hopefully we get a trilogy. This is one.
Lost worlds. Frozen in time.
And this Tomb Raider is good. Cause like she can jump. She's like acrobat. She's like the original Tomb Raider. Like she's like the original Tomb Raider mixed with probably like the all the other ones. So this is gonna be real good.
Across every chasm. I didn't know then the path this adventure would send me on. But it lit a fire that still burns. I need to see more. I need to go further. To uncover the secrets of Atlantis. Some legends are destined to be retold.
Ugh. Play Tomb Raider. It says play Tomb Raider coming in 2026. Play Tomb Raider. So this is coming, and then we got this one that's supposed to be dropping.
The entire world knows your legend. You survived the Dragon's Triangle.
This is CGI, but this is the second game.
Threshold to Atlantis. I've heard a dozen tall tales that say you're unstoppable. But I say, all legends must come to an end.
That's where you're wrong. I'm just getting started.
This is the second game that's supposed to be coming out. $2027 though. That's the thing. So 2027, that's when it's supposed to be dropping. So it's like we getting two Miranda games that's coming out. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not playing that. I don't care about Divinity. So there's a lot of games, but there's just a lot that I don't like. I said, we're not watching everything. We're just gonna watch the ones that I'm actually interested in and the ones that I'm going to play. I'm not playing that because there was no gameplay in that. This one is zombies. This one is like racing. So there was just trailers I didn't really care for. Fourth loop. We can look at this one. We can look at we can look at this because I'm not interested in it. Oh, this is a gameplay. Oh, this thing is like 14 minutes. Are they gonna show? Let's see. They're gonna do the switch thing. All gameplay. This is all gameplay. I'm not. Oh no, fuck that. I thought it was the trailer. Like the trailer from the thing. They don't have it. All right. Exodus. Now this game looks fire. This game's fire. I can't wait. Ugh. I think they said this was like from people who were like I think they said it was like a couple of people who worked on Mass Effect, like that the people who left Mass Effect. I think this is the studio that worked on it. This game looks fire, bro. I can't wait. Ever since playing Mass Effect, it was like good. I don't know about it's another space game that's supposed to be coming out. I don't know. I don't know about that one, man, because that doesn't have like alien life form. It don't have it. It doesn't have any type of that in that game. From what I saw, uh, Starfield didn't have none of that shit there either. So yeah, Bethesda missed out on a huge thing. So this game is going to be absolutely like, and then from like when you see the gameplay, it looks like Mass Effect. So this shit's gonna be fire. I can't wait. I think they said this game is coming out in 2026, right? No, this game's coming out in 2027. God damn.
Who are you? I'm a friend. Celestials are the enemy of humanity. A relentless threat to our very survival.
I can't do this anymore. Salvaging scraps just to get by.
Child of Orion, fulfill the purpose for which you were crafted, and seize your destiny.
Our world is dying. You are the only one who can wield celestial tech and find a cure.
Well, that's terrifying.
right ship and the right crew, you could save all of us.
I was on an alien world. Felt like I was finally doing what I was made for.
Thank you, June.
We are the defenders of Leiden's future. And we will fight to protect it.
The fight for survival has consequences. How far are you willing to venture?
Is that
How
Matthew
much are
McConaughey?
you willing to sacrifice?
Yeah, it is.
to
I
save
forgot.
your
This is the game that
world?
had him in it. Yeah, this is the game that had Matthew McConaughey in it. I don't know where he's gonna play in the game, but he's gonna be in the game somehow, form, fashion.
Damn, kid. No pressure there.
I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. This game looks fire, bro. I can't wait for. So it's coming out early 2027. So I can't wait for the fucking Summer Game Fest and the Game Awards. The Summer Game Fest is gonna be even fucking crazy because like literally this is gonna be there. If this comes out early in 2027, that means it's coming out in like between February and March of 2027. Shit looks fire. I already had it added, and it's coming on the Epic Game Store, so I'm definitely buying it there. I already added it on my Steam wish list, but once I find it on the Epic Game Store, I'll buy it. I haven't been on the Epic Game Store today. Also, if you're on the Epic Game Store on PC, today they released what is it? They released their free games of the month for this week, and the game is Hogwarts Legacy. So if anybody didn't get a chance to play it, it's available on Epic Game Store right now. So if you want to claim it, you can. All right, let's get into more of the stuff. Let's do streamers. I was looking at this trailer. This trailer looks pretty cool. And it's racing. It's like an animated style racing. So let's take a look at this trailer. Oh, and this comes out March of 2026. So March, I think March 27, 2026. This has an actual release date. Yes, March 26, 2026. So, like I said, remember when I was saying there's a lot of games that are coming out that have release dates on them now because of GTA 6 delay. That's not what they're going to tell you, but that's chronologically the reason because GTA was supposed to come out in May of 2026 and they delayed it until November. So now I'm pretty sure a lot of these
is an
games
arcade racing game fueled by brand new that tweak or add new ways. Basically, boost is performed by releasing the button at a certain.
I thought it was gonna be the trailer. They just yapping. I don't want to watch no yapping. Anyway, yeah, I'm not finna watch that. I'm not finna watch yapping. I don't care about yapping. I want to see the trailer from the Game Awards. That's all I wanted to see. So yeah, some of these are hit or miss. So some are gonna be good, some are not gonna be good. So we shall see. I think it's only like a few of them left, and then I think that's about it. All right. So let's see what this Warlock Dungeons and Dragons shit is. Yeah, let's see what this is.
All of this magic, this pact we have forged. What is the cost?
Oh wait, this ain't got no gameplay. Yeah, this ain't got no gameplay. Yeah, it was a waste of time. Never mind. I'll wait until the actual game come out. That sound like copyright music shit. All right, let's get into the gang. So, I forgot what is it? Nishan Studios, Gang of Dragons. That looks cool. Let's see if they're gonna play it good. So what we're gonna do is we're probably gonna go on YouTube. We're gonna look for Gang of Dragons. Matter of fact, let me do that now, and then we can find it there. Let's open up that, and also we can look at the streamer thing. So let me go to 32. Give me 1 second. Oh, thank you. Let's go to. We're in game trailers. It should be here. Oh, let's start with the Gang of Dragons, then we're gonna look at that Resident Evil shit. Search. Then we're gonna watch it from here.
The world.
Yeah, let's go.
Motherfucker!
Somebody in the background was screaming for this shit.
Song, yeah? Time to settle up.
Hey, Daiki. When'd you make it back?
Excuse me, sir. Shut your mouth.
All right. Talk soon.
On your feet, now! Son of a... Fuck it! Just kill him!
This shit looks fire. This shit looks super fucking fire, dude. Yeah, this shit looks super fire, bro. I was like, what? Gangs of Dragon looks awesome. They said it was like made by like some of the developers that left RGG Studios. So I was like, oh, okay. So I didn't know there were some people that left RGG Studios, but yeah, I guess that was the thing. All right, let me look for this. Let's look at this Resident Evil trailer because I couldn't get it. They had stupid gameplay on IGN. Thank you IGN for having gameplay that I didn't ask for. Yeah, I couldn't really get the gist of this fucking trailer yesterday because I had several people yapping because they didn't really care about it. Like the trailer, all it can do is sell you on the game.
Hello?
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Talk to me. Is this one like the others?
Also, there was like some leaks that came out. There was some leaks that came out showing that Leon was gonna be in the game, so that's why they showed this off here.
And it's not post-mortem lividity. Hey, I just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the fifth body was found.
Through you, Elpis can finally be set free.
The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Grace! Grace!
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. I'll send you the address.
Welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
You there, Leon?
Yeah.
Hey, over here. FBI, what are you doing here?
Would you like to see what's hidden under the hood?
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never. Think I want a second opinion.
So he's still infected with the virus. So from what I remembered, Leon has the virus, but it's slowly like taking him over. So I think they canonized Resident Evil 6, which people don't really like about the game. They canonized Resident Evil 6, so yeah. What else we got on here? What else was the thing that we wanted? Streamers was another game. What else we had? First Light, No Law, and yeah. Okay, so we're gonna see if they're. We can look at Phantom Blade Zero from here, and what else they have? So we got Phantom Blade Zero. Ace Combat look good, but I'm not really into that game though. Sonos, really not into that, but we can take a look at that as well. They got the No Law in there, so we can look at that. I'm looking for the Screamer thing. I'm trying to see if I can find it in that gameplay, just the announcement trailer. Let's see. Invincible got a new character. Lenny Kravitz is going to be in the as a villain in the what's the name game. All right. Well, since we're not going to be able to find it, let's see if we can get some. Let's click on this. Let's get that out the way. Click on the Phantom Blade Zero. What else we're finna do? Soul Frame was a new game, but I don't really care. This High Guard, this is the game though. We're gonna run over. Where's the Invincible game? Bradley the Blogger. We can probably get that. Where is that Invincible game that was coming out? Let's do the Invincible game. We seen all of the Tomb Raider stuff, and we can do Sonos and the no law, and I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. That's about it. Right, start with this. Yeah, I think that's it. So I got that. I don't really care for the rest of these stuff. So yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, that's about it. And after that, we can get into the awards, and then we can get into this wrestling, and then maybe we can try to do some gameplay. So I'm probably. Oh no, I don't need to close that. I need to close this down. All right. I can't wait for this game, man. This game is awesome, man. Bring back Spy. Excuse me. Spy games. It's gonna be awesome. Bring back Spy games. I need my Spy games to come back.
So this is Aleph.
We're in the lion's den, Bond. Try not to draw attention to yourself.
Well, me? Never.
I am sometimes asked, Bafma, how is it that you hear every whisper in every corner of Aleph? And I answer, I built Aleph with my will, my blood, my whole self. This city is an extension of my being, my body. Today, it became infected. Easy, girls. Plenty of meat for everyone.
Girls. Of course.
Here goes the Lenny Kravitz trailer right there. Next trailer, Phantom Blade Zero. This game looks fire. I ain't gonna lie, this trailer sold me on this game. I kept hearing Souls like. I kept hearing this Souls like, and I was like, I'm not trying to do. Look, listen. We done had enough Souls like games. If it ain't Elden Ring, if it ain't a top tier Souls like or whatever, I don't want to play it because from what I've been playing when it came to Souls like games, ass. Absolutely fucking ass. So I don't know. Make this a traditional action game. If it has, give me some story. Give me some actual narrative story in it. Don't make it a Souls like just boss rush where I get to the fucking, you know what I'm saying, where I get to the villain and then I gotta fight him. Don't make it like that. Make it interesting. Tell a story. You know what I'm saying? Because literally, that's what a lot of these Souls games really don't really have a story to them. I'm never gonna try Elden Ring because I feel like that game doesn't have a story to it. And not gonna lie to you, unless you a super duper hardcore fan, you can't tell me the story of that game. There's nobody out there that's gonna tell me. Y'all just gonna tell me that the Radon boss is the toughest boss. You ain't beat Radon. You ain't shit. You ain't beat Millennia. I don't give a fuck about those characters. What is the story? There's no story. You can't tell me. I'm not sold on it. I don't like the world. The world looked fucking weird to me, so I don't really care to look at. I really don't care to play that shit. So. you would think that would be the protagonist of the game that you play as. It really ain't. So I gotta figure out what is this? Like, what is he and why he has the baby?
No one goes near that place.
Or the baby was him.
But you.
And I'm glad it's coming to just PC. It's coming to PC. Oh my god, I'm so glad it's coming to PC. It's a day one PC, so I don't have to really fucking commit to buying this shit on
You'd never break so easily.
good. This shit look good too.
But why did you come back?
The Order's blades are coming. They failed once, but they won't fail again.
That's why I said I feel like that's what Souls game kind of lacks. To me, story. A really good story that you can hook people in. The gameplay is there, but I need a story to play. Like, I gotta feel like, why am I playing this? Like, why do I because if I'm just gonna play a game that just got like fucking tough bosses, I'm just like, bruh, I don't care to be a part of a conversation. Okay, you stress yourself out for absolute no reason.
Please, take it. Save our people. The girl's nothing but a shell now. She'll never be the same.
You broke my blade. But we broke your spirit.
This is where the frame rate started looking real choppy.
Phantom is moving.
Yeah, the frame rate don't look too good over here.
Striking from where none expect.
Whatever capture of gameplay they got on play, yeah, that means it's not gonna look good on PS5. Maybe PS5 Pro, but I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna actually stay at 60 frames per second. Maybe in certain areas.
Into steel, turning any blade into a divine weapon. When Phantom and Blade unite, no enemy stands.
This comes out next year, September 15th. So this will be probably like a good game. Especially, you know, me personally, I don't have to like it depending on if 2K comes out next year, I don't have to invest my money into 2K. I can just I can put my money towards this and not play this shit. This comes out September 9th, 2026, and it's coming out on PlayStation 5, Steam, and fucking the Epic Game Store. Awesome. I feel bad for Xbox players, though. Y'all are not going to get it. But if you have a PC, you can get it. So that's going to be awesome. All right. So remember I was telling you about a studio that was making an FPS game, and when studios leave, or they get fired from other companies, or disband or whatever, and they form a new studio, they either make a terrible platformer game or just a generic side scroller platformer game, or they make a fucking wannabe ass for FPS battle royale arena shooter, whatever, live service crap. So this is what a former studio that was a part of the Respawn studio that left and formed their own studios to create High Guard.
Into lands uncharted and dangers untold. I venture without fear and ride without rest. coin or for cause. I fight to the end.
That's basically what he said at the event. He was like, this is from like people who made who worked on the game and made who worked on like Titanfall and Apex. This is the people that worked on it. So they're creating a game called High Guard. It's a free to play game. It comes out in January. I'll try it, but I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't gonna be played for long term. That's all I'm gonna say. It's that because we don't need another game. So it's like, and look, and I typed in. I was in somebody's chat. I was in somebody's chat yesterday. I said when I saw it and it says a free to play game, I was like, great, more skins to sell, and that's literally what the fuck this about to be. More skins to sell. Oh, the game is cool. We're gonna give you free characters and everything. And then they're gonna give you more skins to fucking sell. Buy the game to sell.
Here we go. Bringing the heat.
When this game come out in January, we'll see what they do different from any other FPS shooter games. Besides add special abilities to most of these characters. They separate.
Moving in for the attack.
Shield breaker forming.
Strike fast. Siege tower coming in.
The enemy is off gates. I'm coming for you.
Marking baddies from above.
It's my turn.
I am the coming storm. I am a warden, and this is my oath.
More skins to sell. More skins to sell. We'll try it out. We'll see how it goes, but it ain't gonna be played for long term. No, it's just more skins to sell. That's all it is. Let's hope it lives. Because if it lives, it lives. If it dies, it dies. I just my issue with it is you leave a studio. People been begging people to do Titanfall for a long time. Just story mode, Titanfall, whatever, yada 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 yada. But when you leave a studio and you do a game, I said, don't you want to do something different? Why do you you leave Apex and Titanfall, both FPS first person shooters, to create your own studio to give us a free to play FPS shooter? Now, I get it if you're accustomed to just doing that and you don't know how to get you don't know how to get the what's the name out, like to get the FPS games or stuff like that out. I get that. But no. It's like we don't need another live service FPS. We don't need a live service FPS shooter. More fucking skins to sell, bro. No. I do not fucking care. No. And that's the shit I was talking about. No. Anyway, this showed off. This was here. It was a weird trailer too. I don't know.
I love the new game. Okay, sunshine, check. Back, check. Time for a new platforming adventure. What? My village was poof, gone. All I wanted was to go back home. Badgerborn. Tried exploring. Did some jumping around. You know, the classics. It's what I do. Quicksand. Everywhere I went looked strange and weirdly unfinished. And that's when I found it. And everything changed. Literally. Oh yeah! Make your own platform game, baby! Now we're talking! I had a new grasp on things. I learned tricks. Blew my mind. I really transformed myself. This thing is amazing! Made a bunch of new friends. Picked up new wheels. Figured out how to think big and small. I had it all. And then the code broke down. Are they? And that's when I found you.
It looks funny. It looks like a fun little game. I could see myself playing it. It looks like a fun little game. I don't know if it's gonna come to all platforms, but it looks like a fun little game. We'll see how this turns out. Bradley the Badger. It looks like a fun little game from what they showed off. All right, new Invincible character. I wonder if this character is gonna make it in the show.
You don't know my name now, but you will once this is over.
Who is she? She may be some minor Earth hero.
My name is Elemental. You seem pretty cool, but that won't stop me from kicking your ass.
You call this minor?
Here's a solution. That's it all the way. Let me show you what the elements can do. You want to skate?
I'm not gonna lie. From what I'm hearing, a lot of people are really excited for this Invincible versus game, and then from also what I'm hearing, people are more excited for the what's the name of that game as well? What's the name of that game? That Avatar game that's supposed to be coming out. And I see a lot of people turning on. I don't want to say people turning on Marvel Token, but I know the beta isn't fun. I know that's why I didn't play it. I had access. Look, I had access to that beta. I just didn't want to play it because I knew it was sweats in that beta, especially beta 2. The sweats was there. The sweats were there. So I was like, I don't want to play it. And it's like another thing. Also, the thing about Marvel Token made absolutely no sense. So let's break down Marvel Token right quick. Marvel Token is a game. It's I don't even know if it's a tag fighter. It's not even a tag fighter. It's a assist single fighter game with character swap outs and rounds. So basically what you can do, and as that format changes, you can swap out your character because you start with 2 characters, you have to earn your other 2 during the fight or losing during rounds. You can swap out your character and play the character while the other three be your assist characters in the background, right? But all of your characters share a life bar, hence why there are 4 rounds in that game. So for me, I was like, this don't make sense. Why not just do like what every other tag fighter has done over the past couple of years? Just, you're just adding 4 players instead of 3. I think the change is not warranted. See, like, this is why I say, people have to open up their eyes to change. But then there's a problem when you change something that's not asked for. No one asks to have rounds in a tag fighter and then every character and all 4 of your characters is shared a life bar. Like, I want to play a tag fighter with just 4 characters and everybody has their own life for it and I could just swap them out. And then after that, shit's gone. So that's my biggest thing that I said about that fucking game when I saw it. And I was like, this don't make sense. And it's not going to work out well. Now, will it sell? Of course, because it's Marvel. And it's going to have Marvel characters and Marvel IP. Now, will they have skins? Unfortunately, probably not. Because that's not what's going to sell that game. It's probably going to have colors. Skins is probably like the hardest thing to format, but I think that they're going to have colors. So everybody's going to have whatever default class that they have in the game. So all they're going to do is have like multiple colors, like Marvel vs. Capcom. But are they going to have characters in the game? Yes, they will have characters in the game. They're having X-Men characters. They're going to have they're gonna have all types of characters, and they're gonna have some amazing stages and all that stuff. But it's just the premise of the fighting game is 4 rounds. All 4 characters share a 1 life bar, hence why you have 4 rounds in the game. And it's like, so it's like you might as well just give me a solo fighter then, without the assist part. And what it feels like that Mortal Kombat shit that I didn't like. That's the thing I didn't like about Mortal Kombat 1, the cameo system. I felt like it's just misplaced here, and I didn't want to fucking do that. And that's why I stopped playing Mortal Kombat 1. Plus, like I said, Mortal Kombat 1 didn't have no love in it. It didn't have no love in it. I don't care. Nobody can tell me that game had love in it. That didn't have love in it. If I would do a slide with Sub-Zero and he has extra during his base, and then I do it enhance, and his enhance is just faster with nothing. It's just a fast slide, no extra shit. It's just fast. I'm like, that's dumb. Why not give me the extra shit in the enhance and give me the fucking slide in the base? Makes no sense to me. Well, whatever. Moving on to Sonos.
Product not yet rated.
So this game is coming out in, I think it says April. Let's see what it says. Did it say it was coming out? They didn't say. Yes, April 30th, 2026. See what I say? I said like these games are coming out due to fucking GTA's delay. I don't think I'm gonna play this, but I am gonna look at it though because I do like the I saw the story. The story looks very interesting.
The sun is forever.
We promised we'd never be apart.
It blazes. It was promised!
I need to know that I just made the right decision.
It's me, boss. Wait, how long?
Since the last time the sun died, mate.
You left us here. We've lost people. There's no way to get home, and you...
Life! This is what it does. It gets in our heads, and it twists, and it turns. I won't break our promise. I will make everything perfect again. I know you're here, and I will find you.
2026 pre-order now. I gotta see in-depth gameplay on this before I end up committing to this. I gotta see a real in-depth gameplay. So we'll probably see it later and out. It from what it is, it's the studio that made Returnal. And from what I heard from Returnal is a roguelike game. So basically what roguelike games are, and if you don't know the technical, logical sense of what a roguelike game is, I'm gonna give you an example. So if anybody played the old Doom games, the Duke Nukem games, and the Wolfenstein games when they first came out, you had to there was no saves. All you had to like get through the game without dying. So that's technically what a roguelike is. But that's the definition of basically what it is. Um so Returnal brought it back. That's why Hades is like that. So you have to pretty much get far into the game far enough without dying. If you die, you got to start all the way back in the beginning. It's like the Sonic games, and well, no, I don't want to say Sonic because Sonic, like if you made it through a checkpoint, it gave you a checkpoint. It's like the Doom games. Like if you old school Doom do like if you did old school Doom, like nigga, if you die, you had to get far into the game as you could. If you died, you starting from the beginning. That's what it is. So that's what a roguelike is. So I didn't like Returnal for that. And then I didn't find interesting in that story. That story didn't feel interesting enough to me, to be honest with you. This feels like it got a interesting story. But I'm just hoping it's not roguelike, but I feel like it's gonna be, and I'm like, I don't want to get far into the game, and then if I die, I fucking die. I'm not. This is like it's gonna give me a headache. So I'll wait until it probably comes to like whatever, like PC or some shit, and we can play through the game or whatever. However long this shit's gonna be. We'll see. We'll see some dynamic time on it next year. We'll see what it is. How long it's gonna play, gameplay, all of that stuff. We'll see what it's gonna be like. But all in all, it looks cool. It looks cool. I'm not sold on it 100%, and I'm not. I gotta see more stuff, so I gotta see more when it comes to that. And then the last trailer, low budget cyberpunk. Sorry, stop, because that's what the fuck
Fort
this shit was.
Desire. A city that don't belong to anyone, but everyone wants a piece. No laws, no oversight, just the jungle creeping back in, both the vines and the people. The mayor stepped in where the government couldn't. Said the city needed order, and they'd be the ones to bring it, keeping the peace on their terms. I walked away from it all, kept my hands in dirt instead of blood. But desire is a fickle mistress. The city won't let me go. It won't forget my name. I asked for nothing, and they still came and took everything. The mayors and anyone that stands in my way, every last one of them. They're gonna learn something real simple. You reap what you sow.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. We'll see what this game when this game drops. We'll see what happens. But from what from what it looks like, it don't look like it's interesting to me to play. It look like low budget cyberpunk mixed with Judge Dredd and all the other combinations. I am the law and you were yeah. Or it looks very uninteresting to me. We'll see what happens when it drops. But until then, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good off this. All right, let's talk about the game awards and winners of the game awards, but let's start with all the announcements that we had. So let's start with the announcements. Oh, they showed off the winners in the announcements also. Okay, so let's start with announcements. So the announcements for player voice. The the categories are, I didn't see all these in this category, to be honest with you. I only saw 5 of these, but I guess we're gonna read all of them. Expedition 33, Dispatch, Genshin Impact, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Withering Waves, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, and Kingdom Come Deliverance and Silent Hill F. Withering Rafts won that. I don't care about none about these esports shit. So let's go. Content Creator of the Year went to Moist Critical, and he's in the Dispatch game. Most anticipating game that's coming out this year: 007, GTA 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil, Requiem, and The Witcher 4. I voted for The Witcher 4 because I am very excited. Like, GTA 6 is a fucking given. Like, come on. Like, that niggas is foaming at the mouth for this fucking game. But I really am looking forward to The Witcher 4. I'm looking forward to, like, there's nothing wrong. Like, whatever vote that you voted for are not wrong. The idiots is going to tell you that you should vote it for GTA 6. My homies sound like one of those fools. I was like, yo, you bugging out, bros. All them games on there. It's too many good games. It's too many great games on here. I could be excited for Resident Evil 8, 9. I'm definitely excited for Marvel the Wolverine game. I'm super excited for the First Light, and I'm super excited for The Witcher 4. I could not go wrong with any of these games, even Grand Theft Auto 6. But I picked Witcher 4 because I know that I had a lot of fun playing that game. GTA, I haven't had we haven't had a GTA game since 2013. So all right. Best multiplayer game. Split Fiction, Peak, Elden Ring, Night Ring, Battlefield 6, and Arc Raiders. Arc Raiders went home with the best multiplayer game. Now, let's talk about that before we get into the what's the name? So, from what I've been hearing, the Arc Raiders community, people in Arc Raiders are not liking the game so much no more because of the game, because of what's been going on. Basically, when you get in the game and you get like this little free loadout or whatever the fuck you get, you go into the game, you play the game, and then what ends up happening is someone is like, you're fighting AI and you're fighting, humans. It's an extraction shooter, PvE, PvP, all in one. It's an extraction shooter, right? So you're fighting all these type of fucking people. You're fighting like the AI enemies, and then once you get the good loot after drastically fighting your way through AI enemy, here comes a fucking dude come along, kills you, take all your shit, all the shit that you work hard for. So the community is starting to become just, I guess, toxic, and players are just like, they're not liking it. Here's the funny thing. No one has learned from the division. Division 1 and Division 2 had it's the sentiment in that game. So if you ever played the Division 1 and you ever played the Dark Zone in the Division, which was a mode in the game, if anybody actually played the Division, that's what the extraction shooters are based off of. That concept in the Dark Zone. Basically, in the Dark Zone, you're going against AI people, and you're trying to extract loot. The concept in Escape from Tarkov and the concept in Escape from Tarkov and Arc Raiders is you escape loot, but you got to escape with the loot. So there's no like calling in a thing in escape. Just like you grab as much loot and then you try to leave. So it's like, bro, like when I played the Dark Zone in the Division 1, niggas would sit and wait after you got through killing a fucking spongy boss to get a nice little shiny Dark Zone legendary or rare or high level fucking weapon. And somebody would just come kill you and take your shit. They brought it back into Division 2. And then they separated. The Dark Zone was just one big area in the Dark Zone. In the Division 2, it's 3 separate areas. And people can kill you. It's the same concept. So it's like, did anybody learn from that concept? That like, did players did not understand that that was going to happen? Period. It's been breaded into the system like 10 years ago. Like no one really picked up on that people will do that. Nope, nope, no, no. We didn't see that. We're having so much fun playing an extraction shooter and crafting materials and then this and whatnot. The thrill, the adrenaline, the dopamine rush, and that. Yeah. Now you got dopamine. You lost all your shit, and you're mad and you're upset because you're getting in there and then you're dying. I'm good, bro. So, like I said, Arc Raiders is like it's a mixed bag right now. The community is starting to turn against it because people don't like it. Best sports racing game. So you got the EA Sports FC 26, the F1 25, Mario Kart World Rematch, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Honestly, fuck this category. Well, I don't want to say fuck this category. Fuck Mario Kart, because that shit should never won. That game came out in literally Nintendo was trying to stir controversy. This game is gonna be bad enough stirring controversy next year. If this game comes out as $100 base, it will push every fucking game community to do it. Take Two Interactive did it with the fucking NBA 2K NBA 2K. Take Two Interactive did it with NBA 2K, and now this is the reason why we have fucking $70 games right now. This is why we have $70 games, because of Take Two Interactive and their fucking greed. So if this drops at $100 in whenever this fucking comes out, oh yeah, everybody's following suit. This was trying to get everybody to follow suit when they were trying to drop games for 80 fucking bucks. And look how that happened. It didn't work. Also, the bundle package didn't work. But people bought the fucking Switch. So I don't really care about best strategy. Best family game. So categories of best family game had Split Fiction, Sonic Racing, Mario Kart World, Lego Voyagers, Lego Party, and Donkey Kong Bonanza. Donkey Kong took home that award. That was a great award. Best fighting game. 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Classic 2, Fatal Fury City of Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy, and Virtual Fighter 5 Rev World Stage. City of Wolves took it home, which was shocking because City of Wolves came out. Fatal Fury City of Wolves came out in controversy when it first came out because of the two characters that they put in over characters that they should have put in. I guess the Street Fighter characters made up for it, so let's see. Best RPG category. Now here, this is where the Expedition 33 sweep started to happen. Best RPG category. Avowed, which I played. I didn't really get into it. Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, which I played and beat. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Outer Worlds 2, and Monster Hunter. Of course, Expedition 33 won. Best action game, action adventure game. Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Indiana Jones, and The Great Circle, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, and Split Fiction. This was a tough category. It really was. It was a tough category. Hollow Knight won because I knew how perceptive of that game was. I'm not one for me personally. I'm never playing that game because I don't really care to play that game. But I'm not gonna like shit on it and say it's ass. I understand that game is just not for me. I'm just gonna say that now. It's just not for me. I don't like playing side scroller games. But everybody who loves it, y'all love it. Y'all love the community for it. Hey, it is what it is. Y'all love it. Enjoy it. I felt like Ghost of Yotei should have won something, but it didn't. I like I said, I'm standing on this. Standing on this. Ghost of Yotei and Dispatch are my two game of the years. Amongst a lot of games that I played this year, was actually pretty good. But Ghost of Yotei literally is like my game of the year. I really and thoroughly enjoyed it. It was one of my games that I was really looking forward to this year anyway. It was one of the games I was looking forward to this year, and it's like literally my game of the year. So, once again, I'm gonna repeat it. Ghost of Yote is my game of the year, not the definitive answer. It's my game of the year. So keep that in mind. Um, I know there's gonna be people out there that are gonna be like, "Oh, why you got Ghost of Yote as your game of the year?" and yada yada. I'm like, it's my game of the year for a reason. Um, uh, best action game: Battlefield 6, Doom: The Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Hades 2 took home. Shout out to the Hades community. Once again, a game that I don't really care to want to play, but I'm not gonna go against it. Um, and I understand why the game is good, so I'm not gonna shit on it, but it's not for me. I don't care about VR. I don't care about mobile. Debut indie game: Blueprints, Expedition 33, uh, Pelote, and Dispatch. I felt like Dispatch should win that. It should have won that because it was really good. Even though it was a Telltale game, it should have won that because it was a good and had a great story and impact. I just wish that game came out earlier in the year. It came out really like right around like late November going into like December, so it's not gonna have like the biggest impact. Because if it had it came out earlier in the year and then they got all the episodes out, that probably would have been in game of the year. Probably would have. Claire Obscure took that home. Best independent game: uh, Absalom, Ball and Pit, Blueprints, Expedition 33, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight Silk Song. Once again, Clay Obscure took Expedition 33. Expedition 33 took that home. I'm gonna just say Clay Obscure. Uh Best community support: Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, and Helldivers. What was it? Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Didn't No Man's Sky won a reward? I don't think Baldur's Gate won this reward. If I'm not me. Oh no! Best ongoing game. Okay, yeah. So best community support: Baldur's Gate 3. I'm not gonna lie, man. I like if it wasn't like that over the top. I gotta look at how that game looks. I just gotta look how that game looks. I gotta see because most of the time I've seen people play when they show it and they play it off. It's like over the top. But it is a good game. I can say that. I just I'm not into the multi menus and the the turn based shit because that's what basically what it is. Fortnite. I'm surprised that didn't get best community support because people have been playing that shit. I'm surprised No Man's Sky didn't get that award either because they've been supporting that game for so long. And Final Fantasy, but you know it is what it is. But No Man's Sky won that. So best ongoing game: Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and No Man's Sky, which No Man's Sky actually won an award. This is the award that had the Street Fighter cast come out and gave, but we're going to pretty much talk about that Street Fighter movie because I'm about to dog walk that fucking movie and how people we finna get into it. Uh, games of impact, games of impact. So it says Consumi, Desapolote, Lost Records, South of Midnight, and Wonder Stop. I'm so glad South of Midnight won something because I really enjoyed that game. That was another good game that I played. That was great. Innovation and accessibility: Assassin's Creed Shadows, Atomfall, Dark Ages, um, Doom, Dark Ages, EA Sports FC, and South of Midnight. Doom: The Dark Ages won, so that's cool. I guess best performance of the actors and whatever. So it says Ben Starr for Expedition 33, Charlie Cox, Expedition 33, Erica Ish for Ghost of Yote, Jennifer English for Expedition 33, Kanu Kato for Silent. If I butcher that name, I just don't know what that is. Um, Silent Hill F, and then Troy Baker for Indiana Jones Circle. So they gave it to they gave it to somebody from Expedition 33, Jennifer English, so she won. Best audio design, Battlefield 6, Clay Obscured, Death Stranding 2, Ghost Yote, and Silent Hill. Battlefield was great because the audio design, as in like audio like foot tracking and all that stuff, is actually pretty good. It gets me fucking paranoid when I hear motherfuckers and I'd be like, what the fuck? And I hear multiple fucking feet, and you'd be just like, man, where the fuck are they coming from? So that got something. That gets on my nerves. Best score, best soundtrack, basically. That's what they should have just called it. Best soundtrack, Hollow Knight Silk Song, but it's called Best Score and Music. Hollow Knight, oh, they combined it. That's bullshit. They should took that away. They should have just called it Best Score and then Best Soundtrack. Anyway, Hollow Knight Silk Song, Hades 2, Clay Obscured, and Ghost Yote and Death Stranding 2. Ghost Yote had really good lo-fi music, which was good. I really enjoyed those lo-fi beats music. They were absolutely dope. The soundtrack in that movie, the soundtrack in that game was absolutely dope as fuck. I really enjoyed it. If you watch my streams, you would know the soundtrack of that game. Amazing. I didn't play Death Stranding 2. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to play mailman carrier delivery. I'm sorry. I tried Death Stranding 1 and I didn't really want to fucking get past it. I'm not getting it. I'm not playing that. Claire Obscure music was actually pretty good, but I'm not into opera and theater shit, so I'm good. And then I'd have never played Hades, and I don't know what Hollow Knight sounds. So, but Claire Obscure won. Best art direction. Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, Hades, and Hollow Knight Silk Song. Look, I'm not mad. I'm mad that Ghost of Yote didn't win anything, but I can't get mad at the fact that it didn't get nominated. It got a lot of nominations. So if your game was good and it got nominated, at least it got nominated. So it's like if you're not and you know what I'm saying, you can't get upset if your game didn't get nominated. If your game didn't get nominated, that means your game wasn't good enough to make it there. That's pretty much like that. Now, if they had if they do the Gaming Riz Awards, that's gonna be funny as hell. I gotta see what that look like. But to be honest with you though, like oh damn, Genshin Impact drop, nigga, get this off my shit. Close. Thank you. But yeah, if your game made it to nominations and you got multiple nominations in different categories for your game, be proud of that. Your game did well this year. At least your game did well. King Deliverance 2 got multiple nominations. Silent Hill got multiple nominations. Split Fiction got multiple nominations. Death Stranding 2 got multiple nominations. Ghost Yote got multiple nominations. Claire Obscure got multiple nominations. Hollow Knight Silk Song got multiple nominations. Hades 2 got multiple nominations for their games. So literally, some are winners, some are not. But literally, your game was great this year because you got multiple nominations for your game. So do not feel like you didn't win nothing. Feel excited that you walked in there and at least you got nominated for a whole bunch of games, brother. Like, damn. That was probably the message to the devs that did the Black Myth Wukong, because he put out a statement that he should have just kept to himself when he didn't win Game of the Year and Astrobot won Game of the Year. Listen, and I'm not gonna hold you, and I'm not finna shit on Astrobot, but I felt like the premise of that game winning Game of the Year should never won Game of the Year. Not gonna lie, because it didn't really move the needle. And we're gonna talk about the Game of the Year, and we're gonna get into that. Let's finish these nominees because we're getting close. Best art direction: Clay Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, uh, Hades 2, Hollow Knight, Silk Song. Claire Obscure 1. Best narrative: Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and Silent Hill F. Claire Obscure won again. Best adaptation. Minecraft the movie, Devil May Cry, Last of Us Season 2, Splinter Cell, Death Watch, and Until Dawn. The fact that Last of Us won on War, it just shows you if they had a made a game that came out along and then they won, I would laugh my ass off if that game won. If Last of Us 3 came out and it was competing with Claire Obscure for Game of the Year, I would laugh my ass off if that game had a one. I literally would have laughed my ass off if Death Stranding 2 would have won. Cause like literally that shit was up there. And I was like, bro, come on. But like literally best adaptation, people got to see why people hate the fucking Last of Us season, Last of Us 2. People got to see why people hated Last of Us 2 after playing it. People got to see why they hate that fucking shit. I never watched the Last of Us 2. I'm not watching none of that. I'm not watching that show. So I didn't like the games. I'm damn sure I ain't gonna watch the show. I gotta watch Splinter Cell Death Watch. I heard that was good. Devil May Cry actually was pretty good. I actually enjoyed that. Minecraft was just, I don't know why, but that was really something that wasn't asked for. And Until Dawn, that's another movie that wasn't really asked for. I don't know why those even exist, but they exist. Moving on. Best gaming direction: Claire Obscure, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yotei, Hades 2, and Split Fiction. Claire Obscure 1. And the big boys. Game of the Year. Claire Obscured, Expedition 33, Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The winner is Claire Obscure Expedition 33. They won pretty much, how many fucking awards did they win? So let's tally this shit up. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They won 9 awards. So now let's get into this conversation of industry prevalence and pushing and changing the narrative. This game, the studio behind this game, for people that keep telling me and people want to keep shouting out and beating their chest around, this game, this studio had 30 people and a budget of $10 million. Cool. Cool. That's amazing for what it did in the celebration and whatnot. Now, the sales of this game and the push for it in the future, they just carved a piece in the landscape of the gaming structure of live service microtransaction debacle. It ain't gonna fucking matter. But they carved a nice niche for players who want to play something other than that. The people that are screaming from the void or saying that this game is this, all of this, and then great. Understand, I played it. Don't get me wrong. I fucking played it. I played this fucking game and I actually beat it. It was a good game. It had a good story, but it wasn't my game of the year. I didn't feel like I had it. And I'm gonna tell you another thing about this game. My situation and my personal situation in life, I had time on my hands to play this. So I had personal issues in my life and I had more time. So I had free up time. So the time freed up for me. Had I, my time would have been navigated, and I would have never touched this game once again. Like whatsoever. I would have never touched this game if I didn't have the time that I had. Like I have time. You see me streaming now. I would be doing something else right now if I didn't have time. That's neither or here. Once again, like I was saying, the the premise of it is like, what is the industry going to do about it? So this is the message to the industry. So let's before we do that, let's reel it back to the the winner of last year. The winner of last year was Astrobot. Now, people were saying Astrobot was good. They were praising it, all the yada yada yada, right? Why haven't we seen another platforming game? Not platforming game since Astrobot. Want to know why? Because Astrobot is up under PlayStation, and PlayStation Focus is not that game. So I say that game shouldn't really won game of the year. Should have gave it to something that was gonna push push the focus and put the forcement behind it, because you haven't seen any other. It's not gonna bring a bunch of PlayStation platformer games. It literally, that game didn't push PlayStation to say, you know what, since this game won game of the year, let's dig up our old games. Let's dig up, you know, Jack. Let's see if we can get Activision or whatever to work with us to get us a better version of Crash Bandicoot. Let's get another Spiral the Dragon. Let's go get, let's take a studio and create and make a Sly Cooper. No, none of those games are coming back. So like literally when I said this is like Astrobot winning game of the year was just like, okay, whatever. Now, was that game terrible? No. Did it deserve winning game of the year? No, it didn't. It was there. Something else should have won it. I don't know who should have won it, but something else should have won game of the year. But I literally, truly, when I say it made no sense because it doesn't push it doesn't push that company because it's tied to PlayStation. Had it been on its own and had it been not a PlayStation game and it was a platformer on its own and it had amazing this and amazing that and all that stuff, then I would say personally, yes, that game deserved game of the year and is going to push the industry to do something else, and it's gonna push it in the narrative. It's gonna carve out a niche, but it's also gonna force game development to do something great. Like it's gonna force the studios to stop focusing on live service, and they're gonna go and be like, all right, well let's get these games because this game has one game in a year. This should be our primary focus. Single player fun games, and that should be the primary focus. Let's cut our budget. Let's try to minimize what we can do with the budget and try to do this and yada yada yada, right? But Astrobot was tied to PlayStation. Platform is not PlayStation focused. It's not. I would be shocked if Astrobot get another game coming out between now and 2027, and that shit don't come out in 2027 or between now and 2027 or before the next PlayStation comes out. If that don't come out, bro, what I'm finna fucking tell you, bro, is like, yeah, nigga, that's what the fuck I've been saying. Like, that didn't push the needle. That game won game of the year because it was just a legacy thing that gave you legacy feel for PlayStation. That's all it did. Like Nintendo could have did that exact same thing and still won game of the year. Xbox could did the exact same thing in one game of the year if it was gonna do that. That's what it did. And Nintendo been out longer than fucking PlayStation. So like literally Nintendo could have did the exact same shit and won game of the year if they really wanted to put their game in platforming and have a bunch of Easter eggs and stuff. Like Nintendo could have won something amazing or something, crafted something better. Anyway, moving on. Like I said, but with this winning game of the year, this sends out a message to the gaming industry as a whole. Now, like I said, I'm gonna stand on what I'm saying. This is not my game of the year. It was a good game. I had a good time playing it. But if I didn't have a lot of free time like I do now, I would have never played it. I would have never cared to play it. Because when I tried it the first time, I didn't care to want to play it. It was like, I'm good. It's not for me. I had enough time. I kept hearing a bunch of people cry about it, saying how good it is and all that, yada yada. Yeah, I'm insulting all these niggas, bro, because y'all were glazing the fuck out of this shit. Y'all were tearing other good games down to glaze that, and that's the shit that I'm attacking. Stop that. Like, I saw people tear down this game, that game. It's not clear obscure. I don't care, bruh. Did you enjoy the game that you just played? Was it a good game? Cool. Don't put no butt behind it. If it was like Borderlands for example, that game wasn't good. That shit had performance example. That shit had performance issues. So yes, that game was but something like Death Stranding 2, motherfuckers would say Death Stranding 2 was a great game, but and I'm like, nah, stop doing that. It was a great game. There's no but. Donkey Kong Bonanza was a great game, but stop. There's no but in that. It was a great game. Just stop. Stop putting the butts in it. Ghost Yote was good, but stop. 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 We know what your game of the year is. It's Clear Obscure Expedition 33. We know what your game of the year is. Stop putting the butts into the other good games that came out this year. Because literally you're saying that these games don't need to exist. Clear Obscure was my game. I could play this 600 times out of it. Cool. We understand it. That's great. It's amazing. But there are some other great games that came out. And to other people, they're going to say that was better than Clear Obscure. Like, to me, Ghost of Yote and Dispatch were better than Expedition 33. I'm sorry. I don't fucking care. Motherfuckers can say whatever they want to say about it and attack me in the comments. Attack yourself. Go argue with your mama. I don't care. That's my game of the year. But I'm not going to deny the impact that Claire Obscure had. The impact was great, and I understand the impact what it is. Now, winning game of the year sends a message to the gaming industry. It also sends a big fuck you to Ubisoft because this was a part of Ubisoft. This could have been Ubisoft's big fucking win. That and Dispatch. Oh, this could have been something. Ubisoft, you really fucked the bag on this. So the team used to work for Ubisoft and they were trying to make a game like they were trying to make something like this in Ubisoft game, and Ubisoft wanted something else. So they all left and then they formed their own studio and then they made this. And look how the reception is. So the same thing with Dispatch. Dispatch used to be former Ubisoft devs, and they were going to do something on the Splinter Cell. They were going to do something else about Splinter Cell because we haven't got another fucking Splinter Cell game in like forever. And Ubisoft said they wanted to do something else, and they didn't want to do that, so they left, and then they made Dispatch. And I was like, oh, see, look at that. Look at that. Stupid ass people. So Ubisoft is really croaking right now. Not gonna lie to you, they're really croaking. But Expedition 33, it sends a message to the gaming industry. Also one, don't need a I don't want to say you don't need a massive massive abundance of people. Maybe 100 people could do a lot. But what it is let the developers create. And then to be honest with you, this is going to happen into the results of layoffs, right? Because you keep laying off these developers at your own company, Microsoft, Ubisoft, EA, Sony, all of these big corporations letting go of these, small developers, $100,000 developers, jobs lost, this, that, and the third, right? This is the result. a studio that's formed out of people who got fired and who lost their jobs that still wanted to create a game in an industry. So this is the result. With the technology that gives it the look and the feel, this is the result. So if you keep doing this in the industry and we hear another layoff going into 2026, I'm gonna say this now, I'm not gonna worry about it because they're gonna eat it and they're gonna eat it bad. Because there's gonna be another game studio that's gonna be formed out of that lost, and they're gonna make a amazing game like Clear Obscure Expedition 33, and they're gonna be like, oh, this one game of the year, and then they're gonna croak and they're gonna be like, that should have been ours. And like, yes, that should have been yours. You ignored every sign to give that life, and this is the result. So, like I said at the end of the day, you should give chances. Now, I'm not gonna also Microsoft does benefit from this because this was on Game Pass. Now keep this in mind. This was on Game Pass. It was free to play, and it's still free to play on Game Pass if you have Game Pass. That's how I played it. So this was on Game Pass. It was a $6 game. Most people played it on Steam. Most people played it on a Game Pass. Um, People bought it on PlayStation. But I'm gonna bring the reality of the situation. This ain't winning sales. This ain't buying sales, bro. I'm sorry. This game, good as it is, Death Stranding, good as it is, uh, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Hollow Knight, Ghost of Yote, Split Fiction. When we pull up these fucking sales reports, matter of fact, let's pull it up right the fuck now for just November. Let's do play the best selling games for the month of November for best selling PlayStation quality. Oh, that's quality. It's not. Now, this is downloads. It says so. It says PlayStation Store November top 25 downloads. Doesn't say sales, but it says downloads. So we're just gonna do the top 5 games in the U.S. We're not even gonna look at. We're not even gonna look at the what's the name. We're not even gonna look at it over here. So let me minimize it. Let me bring it over here so y'all can see. Yeah, so y'all can see. This we're gonna look at the U.S. Number one, Call of Duty. Arc Raiders, number 2. Dispatch was shockingly number 3. Battlefield 6, NBA 2K. So let me do some more. No, what's up? You get the point. Best selling games. Now, don't get me wrong, Clair Obscur is on this list, but look how low that is. Look how low it is compared to the top games. Like, bro, like, what are we talking about? Like, that's what I say when I say this. I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but I'm not trying to be mean, but bro, best battle immediately top list best selling games in 2021. Let's see. Yeah, that's that. Well, wait a minute. I don't even see the game on here. They got Battlefield 6 on here. I'm guessing this is before Call of Duty came out. Yeah, this is before Call of Duty came out. Bruh. Like, I can find it, but it's like, I got a soul searching and shit, but like, it is what it is. But y'all get the point. Like, at the end of the year, when you see those reports on PlayStation and Xbox, the best selling games that were on the PlayStation and Xbox, it's not going to be Expedition 33. Now, PC, yes, it might be. But on Xbox and PlayStation, it's not going to be the game. Like, that's why I said, like, it sends a message to the industry, but like a small fraction of it. It says that this is the result of a gaming studio that got let go and they formed and they made a great game that won a great award for being a great, amazing game. That's what it says. That only took like 30 people with a budget of $10 million that they can do versus a game that has like thousands of studios and $200 million budget and it fails when it doesn't, and then they all, and that result ends people getting fired. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like that. And that's the thing about it. That's what the statement of this game is saying. It's saying that. But in reality, to the corporate, the corporate CEOs or whatever, which y'all don't care about, and y'all hate, we say fuck them and all that, but it's the people that you need to be starting to side eye that not buying this game. Like, why is this not at the top? If this game won Game of the Year, why is this not at the top? Why is this not there? Why is that not there? Why, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially, and then when we just checked PlayStation, nigga, half of these games, these 3 games are not. This is on Nintendo, but all of these are on PlayStation, and they're not even at the top seller. So when I say this, when they show the top selling games, whoever, content creator that you see and look at it, whatever, that's gonna go over the top selling games of the year or the best selling game of the year or whatever, I'm not gonna lie to you. When you see it, I just want you to I just want you to know when you see it, don't be surprised when you don't see Expedition 33 not up there. The game of the year that's not best selling game. Don't be surprised. And start yelling. And then it's like the term of, the ball and gun gamers that everybody keep, calling them. I'm not calling them that. I'm calling them low tier casuals. Because I'm not using that word that everybody else is using. But the low tier casual people that play, the Call of Duties, the Maddens, 2Ks, and all that, them the ones that actually make the money my nigga. Them the ones that spend millions of dollars on the fucking microtransactions. They spend $1 million on the packs. Them the ones that's gonna ruin your games. 100%. You gonna get these lightning in the bottles, but they're not gonna be that. When GTA 6 drops next year, if it drops next year or whenever it drops, it's going to be the best-selling game of that year. It's going to shatter records. Why you think a lot of these game development studios don't want to drop their game next to it? Because they know if that game goes against that fucking game, it's going to fucking fail. They will not, people will not get as much as it is. So, yes, at the end of the day, this is not going to save the industry. This is only going to carve a piece of happiness and an outlet for gamers that want something and they're tired of seeing the same bullshit over and over and over and over. That rotating wheel of a new Call of Duty every year, a new Madden every year, a new 2K every year, a new WWE 2K every year, fucking a new season in Fortnite, Marvel Rivals, all the seasons in fucking Call of Duty and Battlefield. They get off that hamster wheel and then they go play some games that are actually pretty good. But that hamster wheel is getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you're sitting on the outside looking at it and it's like, yeah, this ain't going nowhere. Exactly. As much as you hope that shit's as much as you hope and pray that shit goes somewhere, and it just shrinks and disappear, it ain't going nowhere. Studios are not focusing on that, and I gave you a prime example of what a studio hasn't focused on after winning an award last year, and they haven't focused on making games based on that. They got a free DLC that year, and that's it. They have not focused on making games on it. They still focus on trying to capture live service games. So when I tell you Astrobot shouldn't won Game of the Year, it shouldn't won Game of the Year because Game of the Year should be a statement to literally push the focus and game direction from game studios. It didn't do that. It just won Game of the Year because it has legacy behind it. It was a good game, it's a platforming game, but it didn't put it. You haven't seen anything behind it. The focus from PlayStation is not platformers. The focus on PlayStation is live service. I need my money back. Astrobot is not going to make my fucking money back. And that's it. So this had to been up under a studio like Microsoft, a Sony, Ubisoft, or anything. That's not gonna make their fucking money back. Those corporations need their money made back. This is not gonna make their money back. Winning Game of the Year ain't gonna put a focus into this game, into the development. It might put a focus into that series, yes, but it's not gonna be like, oh, we need more games like this. We need more condensed studios like this. We need more games that uses a budget like this. Now, this is a turn-based game. I don't like turn-based games like that, but I played it. It takes a new, interesting take on turn-based, so it makes it a little bit more fun, and it's going to do something in the industry to where games are going to take something from Expedition 33 and use what they do. I'm hoping that Final Fantasy doesn't go back to that. I just want them to finish up the Final Fantasy game that we got, the last part of that Final Fantasy 7 game, and that's it. And it doesn't feel like Clear Obscure, and it feels like all the other two games that we got previously, just an action game. I'd be cool. Then you can work on the next Final Fantasy games, whatever, and do Clear Obscure style, whatever y'all want to do. But I need that Final Fantasy 7 remake part 3 to be exactly like Rebirth and fucking Inner Gamma. I needed it to be just pure action because that's what that is. That's what I'm hoping for. But anyway, as far as that, like the industry is going to look at it as, the industry, this gave the industry hope as far as the indie studios. It gave the indie studios hope that they can, when they lose their job, they can come together and form and make a game that they want. And that's what this is. This is a reminder of that. But I gotta be real, and the reality of the situation is this does not move the needle. This does not change the narrative about a lot of these big corporation mega studios. This is not going to stop them from making the microtransactions live service game. It's not going to do that. They're going to continue to still go for that because that's what makes their fucking money. Fortnite kind of like ruined everything for you, so you kind of want to fucking go put a pitchfork night in that goddamn game because that's the real reason why a lot of these battle passes and all that and free to play shooters and all that's coming around. Yeah, bro, we just got through seeing a fucking game that's like from former fucking Respawn devs that they're going to make a free to play FPS shooter called High Guard, and it's going to be free to play. So you know what it's gonna have: season pass, more skins, battle pass. So it's like it's gonna get to that point, bro. It's not gonna change the narrative. Like I said, that hamster wheel is it's gonna get bigger and more people are keep going in. As you get the fuck off and watch it from afar, when you're playing great, amazing games, that hamster wheel is gonna keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. They just carved a nice little piece in the fucked up gaming industry. So anyway, shout out to Claire Obscure for winning all 9 awards and winning Game of the Year. Like I said, it was a good game, good gameplay, good story, but it wasn't my Game of the Year. My Game of the Year, I still stand on it. I still died on that hill. I don't care. Fuck anybody who want to argue with me. Go argue with your mom or whoever you want to argue with. I don't care. I'm not gonna argue with me because I'm not gonna respond to you losers. Ghost of Yotei is my Game of the Year and Dispatch, and I stand on that. Moving on. Now let's look at some terrible ass film that people were excited for, and I'm looking at it as some fucking shit. This thing. So this thing, they showed it off at the Game Awards, and they were doing a nominees for best ongoing game, which won by No Man's Sky. But they showed this fucking trailer. I want you to. We're gonna dissect this ugly ass trailer. This shit looks hideous to me, and then we're gonna show off the fucking skins. So like literally, let's take a look at what this looks like. What I just saw is assness. Music sounds great, but some of those people don't look good. So let's roll down. Let's find the cast. It's like a huge, huge block cast. So this is part of the cast. This is the entire cast that's going to be in the Street Fighter movie. So let's dissect. So when they asked this guy, when they did these three to be a part of the Street Fighter movie, I was excited because we're gonna get a good Street Fighter movie that was like the one from Machinima. When they did that Street Fighter Legacy joint, I was like, oh, we're gonna get something like that. That's gonna look cool. And then his name got attached to it. His name got attached to it. His name got attached to it, and his name got attached to it. And that's when I said this movie was gonna be fucking ass. 100% it's gonna be ass. I literally saw that and I said this is going to be absolutely fucking ass because just the names attached to it, just the fucking names attached. Just look at this shit, bro. Look at Cody Rhodes, bro. He looks fucking stupid. And then look, the hair on his head, the wig piece looks so bad. Oh my god, it looks so bad. Like it looks super bad, and then he looks stiff as shit. Like, oh, he looks so terrible. Shout out to 50 Cent. He actually looks like Balrog in this movie. So like shout out to him. He actually looks cool. Shout out to the like this cast. Whoever this guy is, he looks like Zangief. He looks like Dawson. Um Jason Momoa, I guess they CGI this. I'm guessing this is CGI. He looks like Blanca. I'm guessing. I don't know who this is, but he's supposed to play Vega. These three are actually pretty good, and she looks really good as Chun Li. So I really am excited that she's in here. She looks pretty cool as Chun Li. Makes me want to get like a Chun Li movie. But like when these got cast, I was really excited for it, and then they hit me with the bullshit of Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and 50 Cent and Andrew Schultz, and I was like, oh, this looks bad. Now, aesthetically, the look of the look of it, the look of it looks phenomenal, and they're playing to all the looks of what it is. The look of it is actually pretty good because in the game, in the game, in the original movie, they didn't have people to look like none of the Street Fighter characters. Not all of them. Some of them did, some didn't. The looks are there. So they got the outfits and everything. They got the outfits and the looks down. So that's cool. But they could have got better casting. I'm not watching this movie. This shit gonna look like a hot ass disaster. But look at my nigga. Look at Roman Reigns, my nigga. He's playing Akuma. Look how he looks, my nigga. He looks like ass. And they didn't bother to get a nigga with his beard cut. He looks terrible, bro. The outfit is fine, but his no. And then I seen what he looks like in person. They when they showed it off in the trailer, he looks like shit. He looks like absolute shit. They could have got somebody else to play Bison. He looks like absolute shit. Andrew Schultz. Really? Y'all could have got somebody else to play Danny Biggie. Like y'all really made a joke character be a real joke character. And then they got this nigga. I don't even know what I mean, he was alright, whatever. He doesn't play no important character in the game. Like these two play like some side characters that nobody cares about in the street. They don't even make it in the main Street Fighter universe. Like everybody else is in there, but like they really fucked this shit up, bro. Like, bro. Like I want let's go back to the trailer, bro. Let's go back to the trailer, bro. Look at him. He looks terrible. He looks fat in the face. The fuck, bro? He looks absolutely shit in that outfit. His face looks so fat in that outfit, it looks crazy. And he's not even a fat person. He just looks weird in that outfit. He looks stupid. Look at go back. Look at this nigga Schultz. He looks dumb. And when I watched the Brilliant, if anybody watches the Brilliant Idiots podcast, he had that ponytail in the pocket, that extension ponytail. It's an extension. He looks stupid. And then he don't even have the gi on. That's the number one thing. He doesn't have he just has a fucking suit. He just didn't bother want to put on the fucking gi in the movie. He looks dumb. So this movie doesn't even like the premise of this movie. If there's a story in this movie that's really good from this, I would be okay. I'm really putting into this perspective. There's really no story in this movie. It's just a bunch of people about to fight, and we're about to see a bunch of fucking fight scenes. It's about to be terrible. This is about to be terrible alongside that Mortal Kombat 2 movie. Both of them are about to be absolute fucking ass. And when them bitches bombing the movie theaters, I'm gonna be like right here when I say it. And I told you these shits was looking like shit. Cause I saw that trailer for Mortal Kombat and that looked like dog shit. and I looking at this goddamn fucking trailer for this, and it looks like ass. Fuck out of here. This shit looks like absolute trash, bro. Look at this nigga, bro. He looks stupid. Yo, he looks fucking terrible. Oh my god, he looks so fucking dumb. Oh, he looks so stupid. He I'm not gonna lie to you, he didn't even need a fucking wig for that. That's the crazy thing about it. He didn't need a wig for that. Like Cody Rhodes didn't like and his hair is like absolutely they could have just had his head actual hair and they could have just put some like gel in it and just like flaked it out a little bit. They could have just flaked it up. He would have been fine because he already looks like Guile, but he would have been fine with his actual hair. That wig piece looked like shit. This looks stupid. He looks dumb. And I feel like the premise of this trailer looks like it's just it has no story. They just fighting just to fight, bro. That's what it looks like. It looks like they're just fighting for the fight, bro. I do like the music though. I would say the music is going to be the thing that I want to see in the fucking in the video game. I do want to see it show up in Street Fighter 6, but here's the funny thing. A lot of these are going to show up in Street Fighter 6. It's like straight ass, bro. Those look like straight. Y'all go see that movie, bro. Y'all let me know how that goes because that look like absolute shit. Like this looks like he looks like Balrog. Like he did look weird. He had like promotional trailers and like, but I feel like the premise of this movie isn't going to be it's not going to be they're not gonna fight. Like they're not gonna have a story. It just motherfuckers is gonna be in there fighting. Yo, let me see the comments on this shit. Like this looks this looks corny as fuck, and I'm all for it. The classic, the classic, the better. This looks cast perfection. Anyway, moving on. I got some other gaming news before we leave. Off the gaming. So Call of Duty put out a statement. I think it was like a couple of days ago, and they said they're not gonna do any more back-to-back releases like Modern Warfare and Black Ops 6. Basically, lazy gameplay work. So, for people who don't know, Modern Warfare 2 came out, and then Modern Warfare 3 came out right behind Modern Warfare 2. Now, the thing about what they did in Modern Warfare 3 was a little bit better. They brought back Dead Silence on the game. I actually played a lot of that game, but that game gave us. So I'm gonna tell you about what Modern Warfare 3 was. Basically, the good about that thing was like a couple of maps that they were uniquely new to the game. The aftermarket parts, even though some of those shits were broken, busted in that format. The broken busted in that format. Um it was still good. That one game mode like they had was it was like a only up game mode. It was fun as shit. I'm not gonna lie. It was some high rise, high something. I forgot what it was, but it was fun as shit. It was fun as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think I was gonna have that much fun playing that shit when I first saw it. When I first saw that shit and they showed it up around like the holiday time, it's like whoever gets up top the fastest, that's what it was. It was like the first person to get to the top wins. That shit was so fucking crazy. It was funny as hell. But it was just like so many people start at the bottom and everybody got to climb to get up. It was fun. They should bring that back. That's some stupid shit that Call of Duty should like continuously bring and elevate into it. Like its own little thing. Like Prop Hunt was fucking funny, but it was fun as hell. Like Prop Hunt, you had no business playing some stupid shit like that, and that's fucking funny. But it's like it's fun, bro. That shit's fun. Like there should be some fun in Call of Duty every now and then. So that was another game mode. Um, then there's a lot of bad. Story mode, the campaign. Uh, the story of it was mixed. Playing through the campaign was full of shit because they decided to take that extraction mode that they put it in, and it was like the extraction mode that they put it in Modern Warfare 2. It was like certain segments in Modern Warfare 2 that you had to play like the not extraction mode but like the I forgot the DMZ mode that they had that that they were featuring in Modern Warfare 2. um they only had it in certain parts of the campaign in Modern Warfare 2 the story mode. So it was actually pretty good. Modern Warfare 3, they decided to say fuck that. Let's put it in all the fucking sections of the game. And that was the worst shit ever. So that shit was ass. The story was, it was a mixed bag, but they killed my boy Soap like he was meaningless, which was stupid. But yeah. So the story, it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag. But the campaign, playing through that campaign was ass. Yeah, that was ass. Playing DMZ every level was fucking terrible. It put a fucking paranoia on me to a point where like when I played Black Ops 6 and they had that section in that game, I said I don't want to play it. That's when I stopped playing Black Ops 6. Like soon as I got past that and I got to like the basement of the campaign of Black Ops 6, like you go to this underground layer and you had to go to like each areas to I stopped playing it immediately. Cause I'm not finna do that. I want to just go through, shoot everything, and give me cutscenes. It's all I wanted. I don't want crazy shit in my fucking Call of Duty game. Niggas don't care about a campaign, and that's why people didn't play it. But before we get on to Black Ops 6, we gonna get back to Black Ops 6. We be on Modern Warfare 3. The campaign was terrible. Giving us maps from Modern Warfare 2 remastered that was supposed to come to um that was supposed to come that was supposed to we were supposed to get a multiplayer mode for that. Giving us all the maps for that and decided to just give us that in Modern Warfare 3 was unacceptable. New maps were formed, but yeah, those maps were very unacceptable. Yeah, they gave us every Modern Warfare 2 without the DLC maps, but every Modern Warfare 2 map that came out, that's what we got for the game. And that was fucking unacceptable. That was fucking trash. Um of course SBM being in the game. And this is slittered through. Oh, the zombies mode. That thing was ass. So they took DMZ and zombies and they put it together, which was fucking stupid. That was dumb too. Yep. That was dumb. Nobody wanted an open world zombies mode. Nobody wanted to play that. Um so yeah, there was a lot of bad for Modern Warfare 3 that came out of that. And also coming right behind Modern Warfare 2, it felt like a DLC extension. So yeah, people had the right to call it DLC. Um, so Modern Warfare 3, I mean, Black Ops 6, when Black Ops 6 came out, it was good, but like I said, that fucking that part, there's a part in there where you got to go around each area and you got to locate somebody and then you got to come back and then you can move forward to the camp. Absolutely terrible. I did not want to play open world shit. Shit was annoying. And that literally stopped me from playing the campaign. Once I got to like the other part of the section of the game where you go down to this like underground bunker basement, some type shit, and you get exposed to this gas and whatever crap, I stopped playing it after that. I didn't care to finish playing it. I actually finished watching the ending of that game, but I didn't finish caring playing it. And it was just literally after I stopped playing that part, there was more fucking open world bullshit part on that game. I was like, no, I'm done. Black Ops 6 did had some had something great to it. What it did was it brought in Omni movement. Even though it was busted and there's a mixed bag on it because it's busted and whatnot. Omni movement did look good. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it kind of like trend set it into a lot of future FPS shooters, but it really didn't because it was always there in other fucking shooters. They just couldn't get the actual speed and movement like in the feel of Call of Duty. And that other games always had like the movement where you can lay on your back and roll while you're in prone or stuff like that. They always had that in there. Instead of you just turning around in prone, you can just roll and shit. You can run side and they had all that stuff. So I can't tell you the games because I don't know off the top of my head, but there are some FPS shooters that are good. That just the shooting ain't that great. So um, it's not really a lot of great things that happen in Black Ops 6 because I didn't really like it. And then Black Ops 7 was worse. Like the multiplayer is a mixed bag once again, but the campaign ass. That's an ass. That campaign is dog shit. And when I tell you, and this comes right after Black Ops 6, like this, so this people are saying this is DLC, and what they're trying to separate is futuristic. They got the bouncing movement where you can just bounce off the wall and not run off the wall, but you can bounce off the wall. I was like, people still calling it DLC. Because when you play that campaign, if you play that fucking campaign, that campaign is dog shit. Absolutely dog shit. Let's just say, and they took a character that was like great, David Mason. They were trying to move on with the story. We were trying to get to it. Was absolutely dog shit. Let's take a fucking game and give the main characters an acid trip throughout the entire fucking level. Fuck no. Absolutely fucking not. That was fucking ass. Once again, like I said, dog shit. Fucking game was absolutely dog shit. That campaign was fucking trash. So they were content on not doing back to back games like that, like giving you Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7 and Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 back to back. They're going to go back to the format of giving you Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and then something else, and then Modern Warfare, and then Black Ops, and then something else. So they're going back to that sentiment and that. So that's basically what that is statement. I'm not reading this whole entire statement because I don't care about the Call of Duty community. Call of Duty needs to go away for entirely for 3 years, just entirely. I don't like Black Ops 7 should be its last game, and we should not have Call of Duty until 2028, 2029, 2030. That would be nice. Give people something to miss, but it makes money, so it's not gonna happen. So da-da-da-da-da. All right, moving on to the AEW and the wrestling portion of today. All right. And I think I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm probably gonna end this stream after this because I'm not really gonna play anything because it's getting to a point where it's getting late, I'm getting hungry, and I want something else to eat. So I am finna end this, and we'll probably come back next week with some gameplay. So, but I am gonna try the Battlefield. I just want to see if it'll allow me to try it. If it doesn't, I'm pretty much screwed. So kind of classic updates. So right now Okada got 6 points. Speedball Mike Bailey has 3 points. Kyle Fletcher has 6. Kevin Knight has 3. And Pac has 3. And Jack Perry has 0 right now, currently. Not gonna lie to you, that Speedball Mike Bailey and Kyle Fletcher was a great match. And speaking of, is it this one? No, it's the winner is coming. That's the champions. Speaking of that, just look how amazing this match was, bruh.
Oh my God. The powerbomb against the apron. Fletcher moving with alacrity here.
The shit was insane.
Becoming an issue. Fletcher. Drop. Brainbuster. 1, 2.
He kicked out. This shit was insane, dude. This was insane.
We gotta be near the end of this thing. Fletcher, like myself, like Bryan Danielson, like this sold-out crowd in Atlanta thought that was it. But Speedball Mike Bailey had other designs. Fletcher was looking. The top rope brainbuster. Wait a second. The reversal. Bailey, the reversal. 1, 2. Oh, Fletcher breaks free. Lariat attempt, block kick. Block, both men, right hands. Lariat from Fletcher rocks Bailey. And, oh no, Bailey slips free.
1 minute remaining.
Wait a second here. 1, 2.
He stole one, bro. He fucking stole one. Like, this nigga stole one. But that whole sequence of that match was nuts. I was like, yo, this shit is insane. They were like literally wrestling. That whole minute 11 was amazing. That shit was amazing. And that's the shit I'm talking about. Great fucking wrestling. So, coming up on Saturday, we got Winter is Coming Part 2 this Saturday. It's going to start at 4:30 Eastern and 1:30 Pacific, because on that same day, Saturday night main event is happening, and we're going to be watching John Cena's last match. On that, and I got the match cards for that. So, Winter is Coming. We have the TNT Championship, Daniel Garcia versus Mark Briscoe. And then we have a tag match with Jamie Hayter versus the and Chris Statlander versus the Sisters of Sin. And then we have a match between Swerve Strickland and Josh Alexander, which that's going to be a good one. And then this motherfucker right here, Claudio Castagnoli versus Konosuke Takeshita. This shit is going to be good. Oh, this is going to be a good fucking match. I can't wait. This shit's going to be good. Oh, this is going to be fucking good, man. It's going to be fucking good. And then we'll come back on probably Monday and do updates for the Blue League. There's only one Blue League match, though, but it's going to be good. Yeah, man. That's just going to be amazing. Speaking of which, also what's amazing, we got new women's tag team champions, the Babes of Wrath, Harley Cameron and Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale. I'm not gonna lie to you, so the final 4 women in that match, any of them could have won that. Like Tony Storm and Mina, the timeless bombs. I think that's what their name was. Yeah, any of them could have won that. Like they could have won that. Like any of them could have won that. Like at this particular point, any of them could have won that. Hold on, let me see something right quick. Why the fuck Randy Orton? like I said, any one of them could have won it. Like literally, any of them could have won it. Um, yeah, any of them could have won it. Like neither no choice was the wrong choice. Whoever won it, but the fact that Willow Nightingale won it, um, and Harley Cameron won it, it makes it even better. Now, what they're gonna do with this women's division, I hope they will put it in. Um, do I have that article for? I don't think I have that article. It was a art. Oh man, it was an article. No. I think I have it. Was it? Hold on. Before I do that, let me. It might be this. Yes, it's the article. Okay. Yeah. So what they're gonna do with that women's division could be great. So for what I'm hoping they do, they put that women division up and they pushes it further and pushes into like the in depth of like just more talent. We see more tag teams form. I would have loved to see Anna Jay and Ty Conti win the championship, but they wasn't really they wasn't really I don't know why they didn't win it, but I guess they weren't popular enough. But shout out to Harley Cameron for winning a championship in AEW and being crowned and being the inaugural first AEW Women's Tag Team Champion. Shout out to her. She has been working really hard in AEW. That girl that she gets everywhere, bro. She be in everybody's second. She be hilarious, bro. She be hilarious. I don't think she's like a good. She's a decent wrestler, but she's a great entertainer. Absolutely great entertainer. Yeah, absolutely great entertainer. And it was good to see them in this match. Like I said, this could have went either way. This could have went either way, but like I said, the Baszler Rap won. It wasn't a bad match. Wasn't a bad match. Also wasn't a bad match. Eddie Kingston versus Samoa Joe for the AW World Title. I do feel like we should get a World Championship run with Eddie Kingston in the future. Because this was a really good one. This match was pretty good. It's not pay per view worthy, but it was a good match. Also, Eddie Kingston cut a promo at the end of the show when the air went on when he lost, and he just put a lot of hard work into it. Just saying that he in the next couple of years, I don't know. They're saying like it was rumors that he's gonna retire soon after his contract is up, and I was like, I don't know, but I feel like he is gonna win a world championship soon. And it's not the last time he's gonna be a part of that world title picture. So um now so AEW could have some potential signings going into 2026. So there is I didn't mean to do that. There is after World's End. We're gonna go into this article. After new signings to debut at World End. So there's like five of them. So five could be Cedric Alexander. That's probably impossible because I feel like Cedric Alexander is still under contract with TNA. I think he's probably gonna go with TNA. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know what his contract situation is. It's been up in the air that he's there for like a month. He's there for this. It's been loopy all around the room. What was it? Next page. I can see her show up in AEW, especially to help her tag team partner. So I feel like she can show up, especially with the women's tag team division. I feel like that's gonna be more important in AEW than it is in WWE. It's funny how WWE is starting to put that shit on now because of the fact that AEW got their own tag team division going on, and now you need showcasing. Oh, like get out of here, bro! Now you want to put the stars on? Fuck out of here. Gabe Kidd, yeah, he's a definite given. He's going to AEW. Soon as his contract is up, he's going to AEW. He's been on AEW for so long. I want a Gabe. You know what I want? A Gabe Kidd versus Will Ospreay match. I really want one because I know they can cut a good promo. They can cut real good promos. I really want to see it. That's a doubt. I don't think he's gonna go. I think he will be a part of either TNA moving forward, or he will be going to WWE pretty soon. I would love for him to go back to AEW, but I think that chapter of his life is closed. I think he wants to run through this TNA, see where this goes, run through the WWE. If WWE is going to express interest in him and actually, do something with him, I would love to see that happen. Um, and he didn't really say anything bad about AEW. It was just about his partnership with his tag team partner, and they just grew out different. And he wants to do more things, and he was in like a dark space and all this other stuff. So he's in a better space now. So I feel like literally, I would say he can go back if he does go back. Let's speculate. If he does go back to AEW, he could be in that world heavyweight championship picture. He can really do a good singles run. I put that in that perspective. And that's something I definitely would like to see. And then, oh yeah, that's a given. Yeah, Michael Carter was definitely getting signed to AEW because he showed up in AEW. Like AEW showcased this guy. He's actually pretty good. He can actually get signed to AEW. I would like to see him in TNA though. He can be a great X Division because he doesn't have the body, but it's like he doesn't have the body, but he is very gifted though. Not gonna lie, he is very very gifted. We could see that happen. So that are the 5 that could show up at AEW's World End, probably during the promotion or after the promotion, during the Dynamite going into the year. We'll see. Also, another star that might be debuting in AEW, Sting's son, Steve Borden Jr. I don't know what he's going to be like in AEW, but he has been training. They spotted him doing an AEW dark match after after the show went off at TNA. So they showed it, and he was doing a dark match or whatever, and they were saying he was going to be good. I figured he would be. I didn't think he was going to be in there. I thought his brother was going to be his other brother, the one that looks like, because he didn't look like Sting. He looks like Sting now. Like there's like a picture of him now up close on it. He looks like Sting, but his brother looked way more. His brother is like built like football stock. He looked like a fucking defensive tackle type nigga. He was built as shit. He came out with the Sting the mask, but I guess he's gonna play his I guess he's gonna play he got, I guess he got bit by the wrestling blood, so I guess he's gonna play. I don't know if he's gonna do his legacy, but like I said, Sting is gonna be he's gonna be a good it's gonna be a good thing. We'll see how far that's gonna go. So we'll see how far that's gonna go. Shout out to him. Let's get into the Saturday night's main event. So these are the match cards that's gonna happen tomorrow, and also I got a certain somebody went on Pat McAfee show, and there's been rumors that this was gonna be the first match of the night. Doesn't make sense of why this would be the first match of the night, but yeah, I feel like this should be first match of the night. And then this should come in, and this should follow up, and then this should be last. It's a 4-match pay-per-view card. This shit's about to be flooded with fucking ads. 2-hour ad, like fucking 30 minutes of ads. It's about to be a mess. But this is going to be the end of the show. This is going to be the main event, and this is going to be pretty much good. But there was rumors that were saying this was going to be the first match of the night, and it was like, So he got on Pat McAfee show today and addressed that.
On first tomorrow, I heard you said that.
That is Pizzagate, homie.
What? What?
Excuse me? I was on Jimmy Kimmel. I said I'm ending the show. I said I normally go to bed early, but I'm gonna have to stay up late for this one. I guess people didn't read between the tea leaves. Like we're last. And by the way,
John Cena's final match is going last.
Excuse me? Yeah, I don't know how the rumor started. I think there's I think some folks with credibility like to kick a hornet's nest every once in a while and get people chattering, and I understand we're in the age of information, so it's going to keep my attention. You're not last? Sure, that'll keep my attention for a few hot clicks. I don't even know how that started. It's difficult to conceptualize that. Again, I don't make the menu, and if I show up tomorrow and they want me to go on first, well, that's what I'm gonna do. But we are last as this point.
Okay, as you should be. Cannot wait for the entire show, available on Peacock tomorrow, Saturday night's main event. But what I was leading into there.
So that's what he said. I don't know, but he did say if they show up, if they have him show up tomorrow, and if they want him to go first, they're gonna go first. So it makes sense in that instant. It does make sense in that instant, but in reality, going on last would be a better thing. Like going on last would be better, and I'm not gonna lie to you. Going on last would really help his case. I'm not gonna lie. Going on last would help it. And because he can get that send off that he truly deserves. He can get that send off that he can truly deserves. So now, what I'm fin to do is I'm fin to attempt to play some battle royale. Not battle royale, battlefield. I want to get some. I didn't mean to do that. I want to get some gameplay in right now. So I want to see if I can actually do it. So the last time when I tried to do this, I couldn't do it because of the fact that um it just wouldn't let me do it. And that's because I didn't update my graphics card or anything like that. So I was like, "Oh, okay." So what we're going to do is I'm going to play Battlefield. We're going to try this again. So we're going to pull up this EA thing. Um and I'm probably going to play Battlefield if I can't get Battlefield up. I don't know. Maybe I don't know because this a long stream. I'm gonna try it out. Probably gonna try it out and try it out one game. We'll do that. We'll do one game, and then if it works, then I can get that'll give me something to like work on for me to do for like Monday, and I can run with that, or actually Tuesday because updates come out Tuesday, and I can do my challenges Tuesday, and then other stuff. So let me see if this is gonna allow me to do that, or it's going to kill everything that I'm planning on doing. So let's see. Let's see. Let me get this that ready. I mean, start to stop. I think it should be on Battlefield 6. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it should be on Battlefield 6. I should be able to. Yep, should be on Battlefield 6. Yeah, we good. I just probably play one game. I'll play like one like a domination game or some shit, and then after that, it should be good. But I want to see if this is gonna work. If this works, then we should be good. Come on. I gotta change this to borderless, so I can flip it over. All right. What? Oh. Did they fix that mode, that rush mode? Cause they broke this fucking map. All right. Anyway, let me go to settings. I'll go to graphics, full screen, borderless, applying. You guys keep now. We gotta back out and we gotta close and we gotta quit. Lag. The lag. It's lag. That shit lagging. All right. So now I'm gonna put it here, and oh, it was working. Yeah. So we're gonna put it here, and we're gonna see if it works next time. I'll bring this over. I want to see if it'll let me play the game. Play the game. Play the game. Play this game. Bum, 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 bum. Game is lagging. Game is lagging, lagging, lagging. Ooh, we are in the money, my friend. In the money, my friend. We are in the money. We are lagging though, because I have all the shaders, but we are in the money. We're in the money. All right, we good. All right. So, ooh, look at this. Like if I can't fucking get this going, I just imagine me playing this shit in the game. This shit ain't gonna work. Let's just give me 30 frames. I don't think this is gonna happen, man. Uh, for better or worse, let's try it. Let's try it. Feel like it's not. I mean, it's working, but I don't feel like it's gonna feel the way it's gonna feel. Oh, this ain't got no. What were we working on? Oh, I had to get killed while I was on the phone. I need some more, so I need this. Still like 50 frames. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We'll see. We will see. We don't even got a whole full squad here. Hey, if he was on this. If he was on this thing.
Secure the objectives and maintain control.
Getting 60. Getting 60. Alright. Right. We tried, man. We tried. We tried. We tried. I can't get y'all Battlefield 6. I could probably get y'all Battlefield like Red Second Gauntlet. Like if we do Battle Royale, I could probably get y'all that. Like I could probably get y'all that. That literally was what I could probably get y'all. Like next, like that. I could probably get y'all that. I can't do it from PC, man. It's just not gonna let me. Man, that Steam machine's gonna come in clutch one day, boy. Well, I can't wait until we get the price of that shit, cause yeah, that shit ain't gonna work. So I'm conditioned to playing. Want to say Tekken and Street Fighter, and that. But yeah, I spent too much time with y'all niggas anyway. That's too much time. Ooh. Well, download that VOD from Twitch. Hopefully they don't fucking get rid of it. Damn. So all right. So I am done. We will be back on Monday. I got some albums that I'm gonna end up reviewing on Monday. Um, and basically it's gonna be a home stretch. Final week. Final week. We're gonna review some. We're gonna review the John Cena moments and all that. I'll save all that stuff after once it happens and everything. And we're gonna review. We're gonna have some review mints. But until then, I will see y'all tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow. Monday. I will see y'all Monday. Y'all enjoy this greatness of music. We up out of here. Peace.